This episode of After the Table is brought to you by Humble Bundle. Whether you're adding more resources to your GMing library, picking up a new skill, or adding games to your rotation, Humble Bundle has you covered with bundles of goodies ready to download. Plus, each bundle helps out a charity, so you're getting nerdy stuff and being a good person at the same time. You'll always be surprised with what they have. I got all my BTM books from Humble Bundle, and trust me, I am quite satisfied with all the new powers I can give my character Ashley. Use my affiliate link and help out the podcast. Link is in the show notes. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of After the Table. 'Tis I, your favorite Sailor Scout, Shelly Von Miller. Look, I love Sailor Moon and the Sailor Scouts. Of course, we're going to get into that question further in the episode. But today, I'm joined by an amazing creative. I've adored what they've been making for so long that I've been in this space, and I'm so glad to get them on the podcast. Welcome to the podcast, Austin, aka Sailor Scout Austin. Hello, darling.
Hi. I'm your second favorite Sailor Scout.
No. I did this with Juicy because I always say I'm your favorite drag queen turned GM. But I am not everyone's favorite drag queen in the TTRPG space. It goes Persephone Valentine, and then I'm like number 8. And Juicy's at number 5. We decided this on Juicy's episode.
Okay.
So you're number 1 Sailor Scout. I'm like number 4.
No. Well, number 1 is Rahina.
Yeah.
But
that's beside
I guess she's not in the tabletop RPG industry currently. Because there's not a Sailor Moon. There's still new card games. There was a Sailor Moon RPG in the 90s. It's bad. Don't play it. They'll probably never make it again. Japanese companies don't see the money in tabletop.
That's why they have card games.
That's why they do card games. Because card games make a lot
so much money. So much money in Japan.
Do you think about like, oh wow, that Kickstarter did $1 million, and I'm not saying that's that number. Just like, do you see how card games just don't do Kickstarter? They just put up the card game.
Yeah.
There's a Naruto card game on the floor that has like a big, like 2-tier booth thing in the kiosk in the sky. I couldn't tell you how it plays.
Me neither.
It's half sold out.
Yeah. The promo that, because it just started and they just like gave the promo out, started yesterday, Thursday, whatever. $1,200 on eBay already. $1,200.
Stop making tabletop games sound like a card game. End of interview.
There you go. There we go. That's the end of the podcast. Hello and goodbye. But for those who don't know who you are, please introduce yourself.
Yeah, Austin Taylor, also known as Sales Called Austin, also known as Host Austin, depending on where you found me. My pronouns are he, they, she, and I'm an award-winning game writer, designer, performer, and friend, and co-host of your new favorite nerd podcast, Secret Histories and Their Mysteries.
Love that. Ooh, very nice. Now, of course, we have to ask, what is your favorite Sailor Scout?
Rahina.
Okay, Sailor Mars. This is also on me because I later found out it makes sense. Sailor Mercury, but I'm a Gemini.
Okay.
So ruled by Mercury, anyways. Very mercurial, very whatever. But my drag birthday is not in the Gemini sphere. It's Scorpio. No, what's right before Scorpio?
I don't know.
Me neither.
My star, I can phone a friend.
Yeah, phone a friend.
Now, question for you.
Yes.
Was drag birthday like the first time you performed, or was it like when you first made
For me, it's whenever I first performed. So I first performed like early October 2018. So I'm like semi-Halloween drag baby.
Okay.
And then, I've been doing it ever since. But slowly, like, turning it into something that I am comfortable with and what I love, so. Yeah. Drag, kids. There's a reason why I'm not in it today. And by the way, we're filming this. It's day 3. Day 3 of GenCon. My days are all mixed up.
Kind of crazy. I just got here.
Hey.
Everyone else is like, and I'm like, let's go. I was in a car for 4 hours and now I'm here. What does it do? And I was like, don't talk to me. What's that to do is it's Saturday and I just gotta make it one day. That's what there is to do.
But we're talking, and that's all that matters. Not really, but there's more things that matter. So everyone has a background for their character in TTRPGs. What is your background in TTRPGs? How did you get started? What's that origin story like?
So it all starts with the fact I used to do zines. I used to do zines. I write poetry. I'm a published poet, actually. That doesn't come up these days. I'm a published poet. And at Zine Fest, because I used to help run the Zine Fest in the city, slowly people started bringing the game zones. Like when I first got started, it was all like poetry writing, collage, like very typical zine fare, like collage, political stuff, etc. Photos, and then people started doing game stuff. And I already played games, and I started getting curious about like writing for a game. And I was on Twitter. Twitter one day, like, I really want to write for a game. To either do like a short story, because I write short stories, and sometimes either a short story or like poems or something. And one of my friends, Adam Bass, also knows the World Championship Gaming Company, makes games. And I think it texted me. We're like friends. I don't think it was on Twitter. I think they saw that and texted me. Like, what would you want to write for a game? And I kind of told them, and they were like, okay, I'll keep you in mind. Like, if I want, like, poems or something for a game. And then I did a video for Kickstarter for them, for one of their games. And then on that same game, they hit a goal. They needed some stretch writers to do the scenarios. And so that was my first thing. It was a game called Cobwebs. I don't believe it's in print currently with World Championship Gaming Company, but you can get the PDF. There's a game called Cobwebs, which is like this like little horror indie game, and I wrote a little short scenario that was like the players being stuck in a time rock party that ended every time the cops show up. And each time the cops show up, they're more like pig monsters. Like each time they're like more of a pig monster. And I forget the mechanics of that. I got out of it, but that was like the premise. And on that, Banana Chain is also involved. And I get down the Twitter, like, I had so much fun, blah, 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 I can't wait to do this again. And Banana Chain DM'd me, because we were not friends yet. And they were like, hey, do you want to make a game? And I was like, make? I could write make a game? Because at the time, Banana Chain was one of the people who made me like, work in games to be just in drum shit. And I was like, whoa, games can be not D&D? Because that was the first game that like broke containment for me that I saw like an ad for. I was like, whoa, there are games that aren't Dungeons and Dragons? Whoa, and I know if you're listening or watching this, you're like, oh, how could you not know? But listen, in the before times, for even us sitting here, we didn't know that.
Yeah.
You know now because of us. We didn't know that.
I knew just D&D.
Like 10 years ago? I don't know.
Here's the thing. I started playing D&D in 2020.
Oh.
I didn't know about
6 years ago.
I didn't know anything about other TTRPGs. And then I slowly started learning.
Yeah. And so I made this game called Davis Academy with Banana Chan, and then Amanda Call was our artist. And that is another horror coloring book game. And after that, there's the States of History. But I've done a bunch of stuff. But I was sort of like, was added in my first gig, which got me into Banana. And from Banana, it's like, to this day, I cannot sing the praises of Adam giving me a shot and Banana for like pushing me, because Banana, to this day, before this interview, I had an email from someone like, hey, I got your name from Banana, and I was looking for people to do some work, because Banana doesn't take a lot of outside work because they're so busy with their own stuff.
Yeah.
And they're a really great person, a really good employee. They really like, if you've worked with them and you did something to snuff, so if you listen to this and you work with them and they haven't said people sorry, it means you did that work. They're really, really good at it. They really, if you ever see their name on something, you should.
Yeah.
They're great. Like I said, they don't do a lot of outside stuff anymore. It's like a lot of virtual stuff, but they've done a lot of outside stuff before. They've, up to and including, they did a bunch of hunts from trail to hunt in the trail. I forget their most recent game. Forgery? No. Forgery's the art one. They just did a fashion one. That's like a horror fashion solo RPG. You like make I played it for a stream.
Is it like creepy doll type stuff?
That's Damon's. The fashion doll one, you're making a dress, like a perfect fashion dress, but it's out of like the corpses of like you summon like you like want to become the best fashion designer, and so you like summon a demon and the demon starts like killing people and you start using their skin for their dress
I love this.
and you're like, yes, this is perfect.
Perfect. I love this. Well, how did you move from like creating games to the AP space? What did that
So
look like?
that was also another like I just wanted to do it, and I believe I was actually in an AP before that. I was on Heroes 5 Minutes,
Okay.
which I don't know if you remember that, because that was there's rain coming through. But I was like, what is? Sorry.
If you hear something in the background and it sounds nice and stormy and thundery, it's because it's rain.
It's rain.
It's rain. Welcome.
I was gonna say it's our July rain, but it's August 1st now. But yeah, I was on Twitter. And I forget how here's something to starting a new show. And I wanted to be in an AP. And so I don't remember if I applied or what, but I wanted to do it, so I did it. It was not the best experience. It was as many. It was like 20. It was right before my time. 2018.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Maybe 2018. No, 2018 or maybe 2019. Then I started doing it, and like it was a lot of fun, but it wasn't the best experience. And as people may or may not know, like in that 2019 through 2023 time, there was a lot of channels that popped up to
Take advantage of COVID.
yeah, and not run the best. Some are better than others. Some are still around, but
I've been part of a few that are no longer around.
yeah, most are gone. Most were like went defunct. There are some I was a part of that just like kind of silently stopped doing stuff. Not to traumatize us both. But I did that and it was fine. And then I was on a show. I don't know their handle now. My handle's name was Finn. It was Finn the band. And with Evil Cover Dog, which is Eastside, I forget their last name. I was on a show with those. Like, and then there was the other person name was Matt. It was his partner. I don't remember Matt's handle at all. Matt was lovely, but very much felt like I'm here because this is my best friend and my partner, and so I'm on the show unless like they are an AP person. That show was a lot more fun, and I just kind of kept doing stuff. I was on some stuff like Utopia, which is also like one of those channels that's fun, but at least did it better. They like Utopia. I know I did a bunch of little stuff, and then I got a transplanter, which was my first big AP role. And I don't know, it's another thing that was like, I just want to do it, because it was also at the time that in the AP space, in terms of like black AP, even just like non-white actual play players, it was like Cypher, Brian,
Yeah.
I forget his name, but I know it sucks. Cypher, Brian, God, black guy, weird. He doesn't have a gum at all, bald. He used to do something with Cypher all the time.
Oh, B-Day.
B-Day.
I was like, he used to do things with Cypher all the time. I was like, oh, B-Day.
B-Day, because they don't do things together anymore. Is it those three, Abria, of course, Christina,
Ariana.
Yes. Who is more, I'd say not actual cook. I mean, she's done actual cooking. She is like a former entertainer. You know, she's like hosted Star Wars, red carpets, and all kinds of amazing stuff. And I've been on Dropout, but like, it was like those people who were all really larger than life. I know there are probably people that didn't know about that were doing things, but even if you look at like the big spaces, you know, like Protocol was mostly white, or Billy's Filipino. The Protocol is mostly white, and then you talk about more race, what are you talking about? I'm like, exactly. And then, you know, Dropout. Again, they rotate like Christina sometimes and like Blue sometimes back then.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I just wanted to do it as like, there's not a lot of visible non-white people, especially as like the lower you get.
Yeah. Because everybody, look, no shade. But also shade. Stop trying to emulate Critical Role and making basically all white tables. You're not going to do it. You don't got the budget.
Yeah, exactly. Because especially like, I went to, in 2020, before lockdown, I was at C2E2, so the last thing I did before lockdown. A crazy thing, because the next week, Illinois went into their lockdown, like, huge surge of cases. I don't know how they could cope at C2E2 that year, but that was like the grace of the creator above. But at C2E2 that year, Critical was there. And I had a friend there with me. I was never much with one friend that worked with me. Like, Critical was like, I really know Critical was. I'm Critical at the time. I like knew who they were because I knew them from anime. Because I was so I knew who Matt Mercer was.
Yeah.
I was like, am I on Prince again? It was like,
oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Voices stuff.
Yeah.
Travis. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Travis. He has like 3 voices. They're 3 good voices. They're 3. But Mercer has like 4 voices. They're good voices. There are 4 voices.
But you could be like.
I remember watching, Legends of Breath of the Wild, or Legends of the Tears of the Kingdom trailer. And Matt Mercer is the voice for Ganon. And like, I remember he started talking. I said out loud, I'm Matthew Mercer. And people were, and it's funny because like, he has to wait for the company to okay he's saying it, you know?
Yeah.
But it's funny because like, you know, your feet will be like, is that Matthew Mercer? Because same thing when he's Vince. He's Vince in Venom. And someone's like, Matthew Mercer? But like, they didn't say anything for, it's like the game was out.
Yeah.
And so I was like, is it not Matthew Mercer? And he's like, I'm so excited to say him. I'm like, that's, the companies have to know your voice. You play D&D for 50 hours a week and do all 10 voices you have. Everyone knows your voice. But yeah, I had a friend ask, like, are there even people in actual play? And I was like, yes, but I understand what you're trying to ask. And so it was something I was just like, I want to do this because I don't know a lot of people I want to do this, I want to do it well, and I want to be, I don't know, I use the term micro celebrity. Like, I don't want to be a micro celebrity, but I do want to be known enough for my work that like people recognize me. If they're really in it, you know, people who only watch Dropout or Critical, like people who only watch like those big ones, they don't even know those big ones. Because even like Critical, other people like Alex is here. And they're like, oh, who is that? And I was like, I know who Alex is. Alex Mason does nice, great stuff. So it's crazy he's here.
Yeah.
But like, I know who they are.
Or Christian is on there sometimes, and then God, who else did they get in there? I'm blanking because names are horrible. Luis. Because I know Luis from Vampire the Masquerade.
Yeah, it's like a lot of the people that have been getting are Vampire the Masquerade because you gotta really sell it to Vampire the Masquerade because I'm at a show for that now, and half the time you have to be so careful when invoking a dice roll because you could really fuck up and it could be really bad really quick.
You're like, I'm gonna do this really cool thing.
Oh, you fucked up, and also the humans saw you, and also you masquerade breach, and also the sheriff is after you now.
Yeah, you did really, really well, but it was a messy critical. So you're fucked.
Yeah.
You kill somebody.
You kill a guy, and the CCTV catches you, and you now have to go down to City Hall and erase the footage.
Well, that's what I like about some of the other, not the, well, I mean, I don't know if White Wolf is going to be doing stuff. We just got the announcement this week from V6.
Yeah, someone just sent that to me, and I was like, oh, that's what it is in this game.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's
I saw that Anne Rice announcement, and I said, okay.
I saw, they were like, making an Anne Rice game, and I was like, whoa, White Wolf, what's it like to get broken up with in front of everybody?
Yeah.
They told us, like, no, White Wolf, no, listen, we're just so excited for your big day at GenCon, we don't want to,
yeah, well, and then they secretly, because Renegade's still putting out Hunter and Werewolf stuff. That was confirmed in the panel. Like, I'm not just speculating. White Wolf actually said that until they're comfortable putting out basic stuff for that. They're like, we're going to run this dry and then, But whenever I saw the Anne Rice announcement, I went to the Renegade site and Vampire the Masquerade was nowhere at the top. And I said, understood.
That is like someone... That's like you sent the long text to your ex. Like you probably sent the long text about like airing everything out, and a response just was number blocked, and you're like, all right,
yep,
okay,
all right,
message received, okay,
good to know.
Weird.
Right.
Like White Wolf is like, we're gonna put out V6, and then is like, we're announcing an Anne Rice game, okay.
Well, I think also they're. Look, I have feelings sometimes. But, like, currently, at GenCon, Renegade is running Dungeon Crawler Carl stuff out the fucking wazoo. Like, there are so many people in white boxers with hearts all over them at this convention.
I went from not knowing what Dungeon Crawler was to everything I learned about it being against me.
Yes,
I couldn't even tell you if it's good or bad. But it's just like so. And my partner is currently reading it, and they do audiobooks, so sometimes I'll overhear it when I have my headphones in.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's such a dude being a guy in a way that is like non-offensive, but like I see why this made a lot of money in a Kickstarter, but it is just like,
damn,
so fascinating how quickly the tables will table. Because I feel like they were pushing vampires so hard.
They were pushing, because they were coming out with books back to back to back to back. I'm like, damn. I think it was just they needed to get rid of stock. They were like, well, we told them they were going to publish it. Guess we got to do it.
Yeah, and I'm seeing myself in V6 with like D&D, which is interesting because they just put out that Vampire Masquerade D&D.
Yes, so that's a partnership, but also everybody's like, why are they hacking Daggerheart with Vampire? Because the hope and fear mechanic from Daggerheart, they were doing like drama steps with Vampire V6, and I'm like, okay, interesting. I from what I'm gathering from the people who did playtesting stuff,
before the announcement, because they're finally able to say something, they're making it easier for a new player base. So, and a new storyteller base. If you ever played V5, it's not really storyteller intuitive.
I'm playing V5 for the first time, and there are so many fucking buzzwords that people just know from playing it. That they'll I'll be sitting there, like everybody roll insight, politics. I'm like, okay, those are words. I'm gonna willpower, I'm gonna blood surge, I'm gonna rouse. I'm like, what are you? Can we all do? What are you talking about?
Yeah, I still have to look up rules because I don't know.
Yeah, and people, they're like, I was like, oh, 100 minutes, that's hard. Oh no, that's horribly low. And I was like, oh, I don't. How does it work? Oh, it's based on stuff you picked, and I was like, oh, it doesn't say it doesn't say it anywhere.
No,
it just
you're supposed to just know, and so I get that they want to make sure that it's accessible to everybody.
And then the humans you feel have blood types, but also
residents. It's off the the blood, the feelings in the blood. The feelings in the blood.
I'm like, I don't think it needs to be all of this. It probably also shouldn't be I don't know where we're going with this anyway. But I will say, a pretty particularly hot take I have is we need to stop making games rules light. The rules make it the game.
Yes. Sometimes crunchy is okay.
The rules make it, I want to play a game.
Yeah.
Because if it's you just roll a d6 sometimes. I'm like, well, I'm not playing it. You just told me I should pay you $30 for an idea on how to play pretend with my friends. I don't even do that.
No.
If I just wanted to play pretend, I'd be like, guys, do you want to
play mermaids?
Yeah, do you want to go to the store, get some Barbies, and pretend they're vampires?
That's me thinking about this.
Not even, because even LARPs have rules. If I wanted to just sit around and pretend to be, you guys want to come over and put up the room darkening shades and become vampires. I can just do that. Yeah. I want rules, but sometimes, when they're the feelings in the blood, I'm like, okay, I think there can be too many rules and not enough rules.
If you don't explain the rules properly in the guides that you're giving people, and you're just saying this.
I've played 5th edition for over a decade, and I loaded up Baldur's Gate 3, and I learned mechanics from a game that I've been playing for over a decade.
Yeah.
And that shouldn't have happened.
Honestly, I'm kind of happy about it, though.
I was like, why does no one ever push? This is a great,
I can just push them.
I can jump how far?
I
can jump after moving? Whoa.
I think it's also just the visual aspect. We're not physically doing it while we're playing the game until we play a video game that's based on it. And we're like, oh. But it's also getting people in trouble whenever they're coming straight from Baldur's Gate to a table and the GM's like, no, this is not a video game. Because Larian that's a whole other subject. Larian did their own fucking thing.
I took us way into an alley, please.
Yes. No, okay, so telling these stories are important. Telling queer stories, by the way, hi, if you can't tell, I'm very white, but telling stories of your background and things like that, and incorporating them into the characters that you're playing. You're playing on TV. What is important to hit on those touchstones? Whenever you're making a character, whenever you're being either invited or creating a table.
I think for me, the biggest stuff is always for a long time I was proponent of they're just gonna happen to be awesome. And I said it for a while. because there's a lot of fantasy stuff that wasn't sort of relevant, right? But as I've been playing more and more, I'm playing a lot more like modern settings, even in a fantasy setting, just bring in like, hey, come on, this is like in the vampire game I'm playing. I was like, I want to be like, I think it's very played out because you see so much in TV media, and a lot of TV and movie media is written by white people. Oh.
Hi, everyone. We're in a different location.
There's a tornado now.
There's a tornado now.
I mean, so I have like a tornado phobia, but I'm so okay right now. You see like how I'm fine.
Oh my god. Well, this is a perfect time to talk about safety at the table. This is a perfect time to talk about safety at the table. What are some important things whenever you're joining a table that you're like, these are the things I want to make sure are happening before you're even agreeing to tell a story there?
The session 0, the safety tools, being told who's coming. People want to tell me who's coming.
Go to the edge of the hallway and see if I can at least get my message
Tell me
out.
who's going to be there. Tell me who's going to be there. Who's going to be there?
Yeah.
I've only had it happen once, but then I found out it's because they didn't know. Like they had like asked everyone at the same time.
Oh.
And they weren't sure who would, and they had like a list, like if this person says no, this person. So I was like, well,
Yeah.
when you have a final list.
Let me make sure I pushed. Yes, I did. Okay. Sorry.
You tell me.
Yeah.
That, and I don't know, more and more getting really like, I want to do bad stuff. Like, and by that I mean like, for so long it was like, and it still is for some channels, and this is fine, like, there's none of the isms exist in this world, everything is peachy keen, and you can tell a dark story without that stuff, and that's true, and I've done that a lot. But I'm like, I want to do that stuff and explore those topics. At a home game, I'm so unique. I played a tiefling at a home game once. It was a tiefling who happened to be a lesbian. I was like, there's nothing going on there. But I told the GM straight up, I was like, I want this to be maybe not the whole, but like, it is okay if some people are like, oh, you have horns. You know, like because like in Baldur's Gate, right, they just did the full bore like
the slur.
horns with hard R.
Horns, and then dark elf.
Yeah, but like I want to explore that. I want to have that be there. And so I've been more and more wanting stuff like that. So like that being okay. And then in my vampire game right now, which is from Bad House RPG, I don't know what's out.
Love this. Love Bad House.
Down. Bad House is so great. I forget. Vales of Chicago is the name of the show. So if you want to catch it on their VODs or on their YouTube, it's Vales of Chicago. But that was something I was like, I want to just like, and everyone else at the table was like, oh yeah, we want like fucked up shit. And they told us like, we built a table people we thought would be okay exploring those sort of like more quote unquote taboo, darker things that can be in games that the community at large is like, if you have them, you're bad.
Yeah.
And I do get that because I do think a lot of people shouldn't be trusted to explore that stuff. I think a lot of people do it poorly, but it is something I've been more and more wanting to do.
I mean, how do you navigate, but like, how do you make sure you find the right people telling those stories though? Vibe.
I think you just know. I mean, not white, for sure.
Sorry, guys. Podcast done.
You could do the other isms, like a sexism or a homophobia, transphobia, but I think, like, because I want to put racism, like, probably not white.
Not white.
No. They could be a player. Probably shouldn't be the GM or storyteller. Just having, like, a white DM, like, you can't say the slurs.
No. That's how I feel with actors. I'm like, are you so comfortable with saying that in the script?
Yeah.
And I know it's a script, but then I look at the writing room and I'm like,
Oof, you guys wrote that word a lot. Over 100 times, some people say.
Quentin Tarantino?
It's
Interesting.
I feel like once would have gotten the point across.
Yes. What kind of stories do you like to tell? What are the currently or like in the past? Or in the future?
Stories about hope, stories about joy, stories that like very darkest day, sort of situation, like so finding that like flower that bloomed in a like pool of concrete, like. And I like things that are like those, like, so one of my favorite shows now is Freedom. And like that show really tackles a lot of stuff because it's very much about the, those like small in-between moments, and less like the big set moments. And so, I don't know, I really enjoy stuff like that. What are the type of like media touchstones that you try to grab onto whenever creating characters? What I'm getting down with.
Well, for your Veils of Chicago, what were some of the media touchstones for that?
Oh man,
seconds before you came in,
that one is weird because she is so much from
looked at the long hallway. I was like,
okay, it's a big one I almost always use is something from Princess Mononoke. So it's a little bit of Princess Mononoke for like the rage and the annoyance, and then the rest is like less so media touchdowns and more so life touchdowns.
Ooh.
But when it comes to media touchdowns, usually depends on what I'm working on for the time. Like I just built some NPCs for a home game of Pebble Ultimate, and that one has some free touchdowns like I just mentioned. Prince Mononoke is a cornerstone a lot of the time. I'll pull from the video game Destiny, Evangelion. Those are some of the like classics that I tend to like grab from.
How do you? Because you say you pull from like life and everything like that. How do you make sure that the bleed doesn't bleed too much?
I have a master's degree in therapy.
Well, that'll do it for you, kids. That'll do it.
Yeah, I'm a master's level psychologist. I'm a licensed psychologist. I'm an actively a psychologist. I with 25 clients. I do 25 to 30 hours of other people's therapy every week, and then I go to therapy.
So the answer is therapy. Get some therapy.
No, I mean truly, like it's like getting that. Like I just have a lot of skills that make sense to me, and then I learn that people don't have those skills. I'm like, oh,
yeah,
don't do that.
So from somebody with your background, what are some, not advice, because we're not doing this is not legal advice, this is just
I'm not on the clock.
Yeah, we're just bullshitting here. But like, if people are like, I want to mitigate bleed as much as possible outside of just doing therapy, because obviously that is number one.
I'd say the biggest thing I would say is like that sense of self, and the way to get to that is for everybody. But for me, it's been a mix of journaling, therapy, and then just knowing where my limits are, and knowing my triggers. And I don't mean like my triggers, like this triggers, like, but knowing my like, if I am doing this, like something is going on. Like I have this thing where like my lip will start twitching if I'm really angry. Like I'm like outside of my control, and if I feel that happening, I know something's going on. Even if I'm like, someone doesn't, I'm like, I'm fine. Lip twitch. No, I'm not. I lied.
It's the same with me whenever I'm stressed. I start chewing my lips, and so like it will look like I have fever blisters, but it's just like me biting the fuck out of my lips.
Yeah.
because I loathe the. I also know that I'm dehydrated at that point too. So,
So yeah, I think it's also just like by being up there.
you have the tool set.
I have a very clear partition for myself. So that's my season when I do like content creation and stuff. Because like there's Salesman Austin, and there's Austin Taylor, and then there's Austin Real Legal Last Name, and those are three. There's Hosal, and those are like different entities. But there's a clear partition that I know where it is, and like I can just nearly fill out because.
I don't know if I cleared you guys from over there, but we've got your clear to return it. So if you guys feel like going back,
Thank you.
Do we want to move?
The tornado's over.
Someone needs this room.
Thank you, I was
Thank
gonna say TwitchCon. Thank you, GenCon. We're not moving for the fourth time.
Thank you, GenCon Tornado.
Thank you, GenCon Tornado. But
This while I actually read.
oh god, now that I forgot what we were talking about.
Like
But
clear partition for
yeah.
themselves.
and
And on the other side
so
of snakes.
we were discussing this earlier with the business of influencing panel that I ran, and somebody was like, how do you like make sure your pseudonym is your pseudonym and nobody, you know, what is like, how do you set that standard for yourself? Like not standard, but like you set that boundary outside of like the tool set that you have. Like, because for myself, if somebody has my legal name in their mouth, something's wrong, or you're my mother or sister or one of my family members or somebody that I knew prior to the TTRPG space or Dragon Space in general. Please never call me by my legal name, ever.
If you know it, no, you don't, unless you're their mom, it sounds like.
Yeah.
In which case, hi, mom.
Hi mom, you don't watch this, I know you don't. Wonder why the fuck I don't have a real job. But like, if somebody, how do you make sure that you set that boundary, you keep that boundary, if somebody's trying to push against that boundary? Because it's not just with like the use of your name, but also like your lines of veils, setting, you know, things like that at the table.
I mean, for me, it was a long time to find Austin Taylor as like my like first name, last name, professional name for like putting on books and stuff. But I've got it to the point I have to remind companies it's not my legal name when they like send me like legal paperwork and like money. And
Or
I'm
like book a hotel for you.
yeah, and I'm like, hey, this person does not have an ID.
The
This
IRS
person-
does not know that person.
This person cannot get on a plane. You have to change it. But I don't know. I've been like through a lot of people have pushed. I had more issue beforehand because there are 3 books out there with first name, last name.
Yeah.
But I didn't know what else to put on that. And I didn't think I'd get to that point. But I had an issue with someone finding my therapy practice. Because I talk really openly on my podcast about where I live.
Yeah.
I live in a big city, so
Yeah.
I'm like, it's whatever.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's the same with me. I'm like, I live in Houston.
Yeah, like I live in Grand Rapids. It's a big city. It's the second biggest city in Michigan, the second biggest metropolitan area. So like, it's not. I'm not worried about that. Like,
But don't be a weirdo.
yeah, someone in my therapy practice and like was a weirdo. Not that I'm crazy. And it didn't become like a larger thing. But that's when I was like, oh, I need to really pull this back in.
I was like, that's true.
Because people will abuse this. Like, I don't post my partner. I have 2 kids. You didn't know that.
People were just
I don't know about that because I'm not in Austin's life like that.
Like, I don't put any of that stuff out there because, like, people get so weird so quick. And I think the biggest thing is, the thing I say, my, like, outro spiel, like, where can you find you? Like, Sales got Austin, my friend is he and she, any one of me found on there, and Sales got Austin. If you find me in a different name, no, you didn't. I don't want you there.
Yeah.
Because, you know, the
If you
algorithm
find me.
will, like, pull all the accounts associated with your account. And so I've had people from the industry, usually people I know, they try to add like my normal account, and I'm like, no.
Thankfully, I've never had anybody find my normal account. They found my brag account on Facebook, and I'm like, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll enter there.
I've had people find my normal like Instagram account that I started when I was like a sophomore in college.
Why does games do that?
And like, I just don't add them.
Yeah.
And there's a few I've added, like our mutual friend Diamond,
Love
and like
Diamond.
other people that like don't want to see pictures of the kids in the
Yeah.
video and stuff. Like,
But
most
that's
people-
because you've set up that relationship.
Yeah.
And that's the difference.
Yeah, like it is very much just like
Compliment
having a very firm line
feed someone.
to the point like I don't even have discussion with people. I'm just like I'm not gonna add you.
Yeah.
I will see it and
Block.
Yeah, I've ignored. I've blocked people. I've been like, and I'll DM them on my other one and be like, hey, no, for real, like that's. I'm sure just showed it to you and you saw my face and thought I followed Austin and hit follow, but
I've done that a couple of times, and I'm okay with being blocked on that channel. Not even, it wasn't even from you. I'm sure there's other people like, no.
because I've had it happen too. Where I see something like, don't I follow them? But knowing that I also have that, I'll click their name and I'll be like, this account's kind of like, oh, this is not one for me.
Unless they specifically say, like, follow this,
Yeah.
please. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. Or they message me.
Yeah,
Because you're still actively writing and putting on things in the TTRPGs. How do you maintain the balance of doing AP writing and doing content creation as well?
it really turns into certain years or certain more things. Like last year, I feel like I wrote a lot because I was doing Kids and Keeps, which is done now.
Yeah. And then you were also doing, gosh, why do I feel like, am I wrong that you were doing the relationship one? How to
Yes.
How to DM, yes.
How to do relationships and Kids and Keeps.
Yeah.
And I was on late last year, early this year, I was on the Odyssey, which is also done now.
I'm finding out more and more people have been doing Neon Odyssey things.
There's a lot of people.
I was like,
And you should
interesting.
go to their Kickstarter page and look at the
list?
It's like a long, not laundry list in a bad way, but it's like, but it was a very ambitious project. I am trying to remember what they told me, but there are lots of words and lots of books. I won't say the number of books because I don't have any of the notes, but there's a lot of books.
Yeah, I'm sure.
They're converting like their whole world that they've been playing, and I don't know. I didn't know it existed before that. Then I went to the YouTube page and I was like, whoa!
I know of them.
Look at the people like you.
Yeah, I know of them because of TikTok, and I was like, oh, these are funny clips. Okay, cool. Like, outside of that, I'm like, I've tried to watch the live streams. No shade, y'all. This is no shade. I love you down. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna watch this live. It's also very long.
I mean, I'm the AP person and I'm a podcaster. I don't watch APs and I don't listen to podcasts. I don't do it. I'm the same. I listen for the people that I know. I will listen or like catch things or something like that. But I'm very much like, I have things that I have to do. Priorities to include my own stuff. And if I'm streaming on Twitch, guess what I can't do? I can't use a copyrighted AP in my background as I'm doing co-working. Yeah.
So
I'll do like the one AP I actually love, like religiously, is Stella Luna has a fabulous ultimate EP, which is how I learned about the game always after, and now when I'm always like, my stories are on. But other than that, like other ones, I'll like try and catch them or like tune in for a bit.
like
I'll
first
do-
episode, couple episodes.
I'll do my 30 to 45 minutes, like, and the view count has been tracked, and got some good data off of it. I got one ad. Have a good rest of the stream. I'm
Catch an hour.
gonna go put my dishes away.
Wait at least like an hour so Twitch Turbo kicks in. And
Jack,
that's
I swear to
on
God.
having priorities and being adults.
There's just so much to do.
Look, there's so much to do. There's so much to listen to and watch,
Yeah,
and not enough time.
exactly.
Hey, give him a snack. I'll save that for later.
For those who are wanting to, I mean, because
Don't.
I mean, we were just talking about Legend of Enchantress who moved their things from
Yes.
that to that. For those who are wanting to make their world into a TTRPG eventually, whether it's D&D based or they make up their own thing, what is some advice for those who are wanting to, who might want to look into it?
Do you want to make money? Don't.
Character trait.
Because you
Yeah.
hey, you're probably not gonna make money.
Yeah.
Because like Legends of Enchantress is, apparently hugely popular group.
Right.
It is.
Criticals put out books and Kickstarter, they don't need to anymore. Hugely popular group.
Yeah.
Before the movies sometimes, like, if tomorrow Billy Mulligan was like, we're gonna release a setting book for not Adventure Academy, I just forgot the high school one. Fantasy High.
Fantasy. Oh my God, people would fucking gobble
When they
that
did
up.
a Kickstarter for Game Changer, they were working on, I was like, no.
I talked to somebody about those.
I was like,
I
girl.
talked to somebody about this. I was like, yeah, we were talking about kickstarting projects and just doing like fundraising for projects. I was like, how do you feel about these big fucking companies in this space kickstarting a project when you know fucking well they have the money?
And maybe they're truly that humble because they were like, we didn't expect this. And maybe they are. Or maybe, Billy Mulligan hates capitalism. Maybe he's like, people don't have money.
Let the people decide.
Yeah, like, that's his whole thing. Is like, he's like, I know people don't have money. And he's a very nice man from the times I've talked to him. He's very humble about the fact that people give him and his company money. I mean, people don't have a lot of money. And
Yeah.
it speaks to the joy it gives people, right?
Yeah.
So maybe they were truly like, it's a recession, like maybe this won't work out. But girl,
People budget for this. People budget.
this is called an entertainment budget, and should people have it right now? Probably not. People don't have money, but they still do.
Well, why am I at GenCon?
Why are we at GenCon?
Why are we at GenCon? Work.
But it is, if you really want to put out a book of your setting or whatever, if you want to build it in the world that you've been playing in, because that makes the most sense. If you can, right? The first thing you want to do is see they have an SRD, which is usually a license-free version of the game where anything in this you can put in your product and release, as long as at the start of it you put this is powered by whatever they're legal. There'll be a legalese in that document that you have to slap in not the cover page,
The title page.
the title page that has to be
Yeah.
legible at the bottom, this is powered by.
They have a blurb.
There's a blurb, you just copy and paste and slap it right on there.
And if you have a good book layout person,
Alright, so you
they'll
start.
know where to find it.
Yeah.
Yes, these are
But that's if you want to sell it, if you want
Alright.
to make money. Because if you wanted to just put it out for fun, if it's, let's say it's on
Patreon?
Patreon.
No, well that's still
I'm
monetizing.
trying to think of a game system that doesn't have an SRD. Like Vampire. Vampire doesn't have one, I believe.
I don't know. Why Wolf just I don't know what they're doing.
Like if let's say you want to put out, I don't know.
Well, no, they have the. Okay, so World of Darkness has the.
Do they have a binary to release?
Sort of. It's like a. It's God, what is it called? It's the thing that you always have to put in for an AP. You don't have to tell them that you have an AP with Vampire, but you have to be something pact, dark pact,
Okay.
something like that. So I think that's similar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I've been looking at.
We'll say
making
the Sunrise game. The Sunrise game is going to have that because Sunrise, even though she's dead,
hates fan fiction.
Her
Down.
legal team will haunt you. Her legal team will raise her from the grave and she'll choke kill herself. So this Sunrise game will super not allow you to release something officially. It's not going to happen. If it happened,
this is not a real word.
Hell has frozen.
Hell is frozen. They put Anne Rice in the ground alive and froze and made sure she could never come back.
They put her ass in concrete.
But if it's something like that, and you just shoot it for the love of the game, you know, you can do that. But I'd say like, if someone's considering putting out a book of the setting of your world, really sit down and consider: is this fun for anyone besides my table players? Because when you have a home world, like, it's most likely grown with the people around you.
Yeah.
And maybe you have a home world that people would like to play in. But a lot of these companies that are putting these games out, these like home worlds, like, yes, Legend of Manchisses is like their group setting, right? It's not necessarily their home world because they do make it for entertainment.
Yeah.
Like, yes, you know,
They
Critical seen success putting out Taldor books and whatnot, but they put it out for entertainment, and they have not just grown up for themselves; they've grown up for a viewership, and they've followed like, oh, people in the comments are saying this.
They're like, people want this.
Yeah,
I guess we gotta give it to them.
Oh, you know, our community manager was saying they were in the Discord. Everyone was talking about this character, so we're gonna maybe we're gonna elevate them a little. Like, there is that movement happens, especially for the people who are doing that, like doing AP lifestyle. Like, Dropout is different because they record and it's out and it's done.
Yeah, they're like
they recorded that 6 to 8 months ago.
it's more than that sometimes.
Yeah,
More than that.
They recorded that a year ago in 2 days, and you're like, but they have different outfits. They are told to bring 4 to 5 outfits to make it seem like they are like time is passing.
Oh yeah, they made the Dungeons and Drag Queens bring like different outfits and wigs, and they shot that thing in like 3 days. And most of those girls are LA based anyways. So
yeah, I know. Their typical thing is each day of filming they do two episodes of playing and 2 episodes of talkbacks.
Yeah, which makes sense. They want it fresh.
Yeah, and it's, you know, they're working on like most of the people there, if not all, are like have other jobs in town that they have to do. You know, like Lou, for example, is every night on Jimmy Kimmel.
Brother is booked.
Busy.
He is booked and blessed and busy.
So like, I don't know, if you're considering putting out a book of your own world, you think like, how can I make this appealing? You're trying to sell it.
Yeah.
If you're trying to sell it, you gotta think, how can I make this appealing that people want to buy that I've never heard about, or this book?
Yeah, and make them interested, and that is hard.
Yes.
Especially if it's a home game and you're not putting it out for entertainment to the AP space.
Like, what makes your home game interesting?
Yeah.
What things do you need to take out because it's super specific?
Yeah.
What things do you take out because it's like you put in this NPC from a video game or from like different you're like, oh yeah, I put
the He-Man castle, if we're talking about critical role.
Right, like,
yeah.
Like, what do you need to like, oh yeah, I just straight up put the Thundercats in this game because one of my players loves the Thundercats, but I cannot straight up have the Thundercats in this game.
Yeah.
1 point. So one of these.
It's
showrunners.
I guess like what
and producers are.
What does your schedule look like whenever you are like just reading?
2.
In terms of how many I'm working on, like my day schedule.
Like your day schedule. Like how do you plan? You know what is going to be happening on your writing block when it's your time to write.
I usually start writing at 8 p.m. because therapist and
Second player must answer what happened.
Usually 8 or 9. And I typically do 1,000 hours a night.
Everything must make sense.
1,000 nights.
Okay, it was 1,000 hours.
I do 1,000 hours a night.
What?
No, I do 1,000 words a night because it takes me about an hour to do 1,000 words. So if I have some extra time, I'll do that. But I don't do other stuff. But like, so if I have something that's 10,000 words, I'll do it in 10 nights because I can do 10,000 words a night without a problem, really.
Any order you wish.
That's me. I'm told that's kind of crazy by people.
Trait card per episode.
I don't think it is.
Flip the character
Well,
trait
as
card
somebody who
over to
has
show
a
the
degree in history, it's
So you
really
only get
not
one?
to me. It's like, oh, 1,000 words.
Either-
It's simple.
Yeah, I was like, how much
Somehow
grad
the
school?
process
Like I told someone I
is
went to like, oh my god. And I was
Show your
Yeah.
I do 1,000 words an hour. I was like, I went to
or
grad school.
swamp dragon.
Brother, I had
If I
to.
wasn't doing 1,000 words an hour, it's not gonna get done.
No, it's like I had to read 4 books in a week
And then write a report on
and
it.
write a thing or make a presentation or like
Callbacks
write a
are thing
paper
where you have
that
later
was
when you
not
have
1,000 words. It was like 10,000 words.
Yes.
It was more.
I'm writing thesis papers and
Yeah.
like
It's
writing
called
research.
share home.
Yeah. And I'm
So my
citing.
best guess is we are all
Oh god, someone really is like,
free.
it's like I have a friend who just started grad school, like, oh, what do you cite this? And I said, you know what? I don't know anymore. I did my time.
Yeah.
Don't
And-
ask me.
Also, what citation
Yeah.
are you required to use?
Yeah, if there was one I've used, because I've used,
Oh,
I've done MLA, I've done
Oh,
APA,
APA.
I've done Chicago, I've done,
history's just Chicago.
oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I hate Chicago, but I learned it. I learned it.
The citation style that time forgot.
But history didn't. History didn't. Historians said, Chicago? We like that one. We're going to keep it. And we're going to make everyone suffer.
Yeah.
Not it. We won't move to MLA. How dare you? Like, every time I had to take like an English course in my undergrad, I'm like, can I just do this in Chicago so I don't forget it? It's a thing. You're like, I'm already learning this. I don't want to learn another one.
Yeah.
Please let me know. Okay. Cool. I have to put page numbers on every sentence. Fine. But
I was actually seeing if anyone wanted to
wild flashback of just grad school.
I've heard some good
I
things
mean,
about certain brands. But
how do you keep inspired? Whether it's playing at the table or writing.
At the bakery, definitely.
Watching a lot of
Great
cartoons.
softballs.
Watching
Here's
a lot of
small-
cartoons.
here's
Watching
small
a lot
video.
of
He can go.
TV. Just like, I don't know, like keeping it fresh, you know, finding that spice of life and just continue to consume stories because it'll give you more ideas for stories because we're all just remixing each other. Like,
So
none of us here are
There's-
from Mesopotamia writing, you know, the Epic of Gilgamesh.
there are no original thoughts in the world.
And so many people get like
to schedule you in
bent
for-
out of shape. I'm like, I don't know. Are you writing the Epic of Gilgamesh? No. You're probably being influenced by something.
Yeah.
It's just
Oh,
acceptable.
yeah. There was a book I read, and it was like a new take on Arthur,
You're feeding
an
me.
Arthurian
I'm
myth,
Yeah.
and it read like the Odyssey and the Iliad. And I was like, if I wanted to read the Odyssey and the Iliad and have to be harking back to like another storyline within a storyline within a storyline, I would read that. I'm not reading the 2025 edition of. I wrote that in my review of that book too. I was like, DNR, did not finish, DNF, like. If I wanted to read the Odyssey, I would read the fucking Odyssey. And I have read the Odyssey, and that's how I know.
There you go.
And there you go. That's why there's no original thoughts. Just because somebody looks like they're copying you
Yeah.
with creating a character, guess what? They're not.
Yeah, no, it's just like I think leaning into that aspect and leaning into the idea of like
Yeah, this is my hack.
you're gonna be influenced by something, like just lean into it and accept it.
Oh, I fully have told people, like, I got the idea for certain parts of characters from the character you've played.
Yeah.
Like, I told Mark Muir a couple years ago, my sire that I made for my character, totally based on his character from LA.
You can also
Because I was like, it makes sense.
Yeah.
If mind you, it was a Ventru, but like, it makes sense. He's a total dick. He's from England. Like,
But I did this.
you know, he's trying to get a rise out of, his kid.
This will be part of episode.
Why not?
Right.
So,
Yeah, we have multiple episodes, so we
This
have
is gonna be the long
Wow.
arc of the show.
This is the part of the podcast where I say, pull your shit, let the people know where you're from, where they can find you. Our
Here's
first
a
time
clean
in.
take, Shelly.
Yes.
You can find me anywhere on the internet at Sailor Scout Austin. That's at Sailor Scout
I
Austin.
told
At
you,
Sailor
planning the party on the
Austin
street
because
are
Scout's too long of a
not
word for all
good.
handles everywhere. If you find me under a
I got
different
a way to help us
username,
see.
no. Unless it's Secret Histories
There's
and
a
Mysteries. Like
photo.
Secret Histories and Mysteries. We're on the Max Fun Network, you know where the McElroys are,
you
with
join
every
me.
other podcast that exists.
Not mine.
Or,
Not this one.
or anywhere else you get podcasts. We've covered, we're a nerd history comedy podcast. So we cover topics
I
like
just need
Is
a
Betty
few
Boop
more
Black?
with my down.
How did we get Saturday morning cartoons? We just recorded one
Well,
on the Rise and Fall of Tweety comedies.
Oh my god.
That one will be out soon.
I have to listen to that now. I love it.
What else have we done recently? I did one on Ashino Joe.
Wait, what did you say?
Ashino Joe, Tomorrow's Joe. It's an anime from, it's one of the most famous anime from Japan that people in America don't know about.
Money advice.
It's linked to the new left, radical left movement in Japan.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was also a plane hijacking.
Look at me.
One of the few plane hijackings in Japan.
it's been a pleasure.
And all other kinds of great
Here's the
stuff. We
money
have
for the cookies.
208 episodes as I talk to
Take
you
quickly.
that you can get through. On the Max Fun Network or anywhere else you get podcasts. Secret Histories
You're
and
very
Mysteries.
welcome.
Hell yeah. Well, thank you so much for
Thank
bringing
you.
that. I greatly appreciate
I
it.
appreciate you.
I'm glad you were able to get into town before it started to have a tornado.
Yeah, no, if I got like a tornado warning, I would have been
You would have been like, hey, bye.
I'm going home.
I would have been like, understandable. Be safe.
Yeah, no,
We'll book this another
that
time.
was crazy.
Okay. Shirley?
Speaking of finding people, you can find all of those links down below in the review in the show notes, the whatever the fuck you want to call it. I'm an elder millennial, so you'll hear me say old YouTube shit. Speaking of finding people on the internet, you can find me everywhere on the internet at Shelly Von Miller, because branding is important, and I don't want 20 different handles, and fortunately for me, I can have that many letters in my name. Hooray! The fact that happened, I was like, wow, I thought it was going to be too long. Good for me. Good for me. So, yeah, thank you all so much for subscribing. We're going to go record the Patreon exclusive segment, Table Sets. Go check it out. $7 a month over on Patreon. Anyways, thank you guys very much, and I will see you on the internet. Goodbye.